Next, the U.S. government has given Chinese and Russian entities more than $1 billion over the past 5 years for research. But what kind of research are our tax dollars funding? Watchdog group Open the Books published the bombshell report yesterday, together with Republican Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. I spoke with the group's founder, Adam Anzhievsky, earlier today. Adam, thank you so much for joining us. Can you share with us the details of this joint investigation with Senator Joni Ernst?
We found $1.3 billion of U.S. taxpayer money into the adversarial countries of China and Russia. And this is very important because Congress tasked the GAO, the Government Accountability Office, with finding how much taxpayer money since 2017 flowed into China. And they only found $48 million worth of direct payments. But here should be the standard on transparency and accountability. Every dime online in real time. So Senator Joni Ernst wrote a great piece of legislation to open the books on all the payments into adversarial countries, going down through the second tier, the third tier, and into the fourth tier, where we had to look to come out with a big number. And this is great transparency legislation. It's needed, and hopefully it's a 99% issue in Congress. We need to be able to follow the money.
Absolutely. Could you tell me more about these tiers?
Well, I think the best example of this is the taxpayer money that's flowed into the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Steph, there's no entity in the last 3 years that has had more public scrutiny than the Wuhan Institute of Virology. And yet we found additional taxpayer money that hadn't been disclosed anywhere on projects flowing into the Wuhan Institute. So, for example, you've got the foreign aid entity, USAID. They're not like the National Institutes of Health or the CDC, but they put $1.1 million worth of sub grants into the Wuhan Institute through EcoHealth Alliance. This has never been disclosed before. We only know about it because a member of Congress heard the rumor, asked USAID, and they admitted it in a letter. So this is the type of thing that we need to expose, that we need to have as a matter of law, that recipients of federal dollars on a pass-through basis, they're required to report to the American people.